Hi, Jodie here, and today I'm talking about generalised joint hypermobility. This is a condition in which the joints are more flexible than normal and usually involves changes to the connective tissue, which means that the ligaments are more stretchy. When the joints are very mobile, very flexible, sometimes known as double jointed, the muscles are often very tight, and as a result, people with joint hypermobility often feel quite stiff. That's why they often don't actually realise they've got joint hypermobility. People with joint hypermobility are more prone to sprains and strains, dislocations, and tend to recover more slowly from injury. It may not cause pain in itself, but it's still good to know if you've got joint hypermobility. So I'm going to lead you through a 9-point test. This is known as the Baton Scale, and you can find out how likely are you to have joint hypermobility. So the first test is to see how far you can bend back your little finger. So you hold your hand up, take hold of your little finger and gently, without hurting yourself, bend it back. And then look at this angle here between the finger and the side of the hand. If you can bend it back so that it's 90 degrees, then you are hypermobile like your little finger. You then do the same test for the other hand. And that would be a maximum of 2 points out of the 9 if you can bend back both of those fingers to more than 90 degrees. Now the next test is for the wrist and hand. So to do this test, hold up your hand and bend your wrist forwards. This is the most commonly test to be done incorrectly. Now take your other hand and see if you can gently squeeze the thumb down to touch the forearm. If you can touch the forearm, then you're more likely to be hypermobile. Then repeat the same test on the other side, trying to touch the thumb to the side of the forearm. So that's so far a total of 4 points on the scale. The next 2 points are the elbows. So straighten out your elbow and look to see, can you straighten it to the horizontal, or if you can go more than 10 degrees beyond the horizontal, then you've got hypermobile elbow. Then check the other side for a maximum of 6 points so far on the 9-point scale. The next test for joint hypermobility is the knees. If you can extend the knees beyond 180 degrees, so to test this, sit on the floor or on a firm couch, stretch your leg out in front of you, press the back of the knee into the couch or table, and then lift the heel up. If you can lift the lower leg and extend it more than 10 degrees beyond the horizontal, then your knee is hypermobile. Up to 10 degrees is considered to be normal. And the very last point on the 9-point scale is for the hips and lower back. And to do this, stand up with the knees straight, and keeping the knees straight, bend forward and see if you can put your hands flat on the floor. If you can do that, or if you could ever do that, even as a child, then that's a sign of hypermobility. That's the same for all the points on the 9-point scale. If you could do any of those things as a child, even if you can't do them now, you still get the points on the scale. So now add up your points out of 9, and if you have at least 5 out of 9 on the Baton scale, there's a reasonable chance that you might have joint hypermobility. Some physiotherapists and some doctors and some rheumatologists have a particular interest in joint hypermobility. Others don't really know a great deal about it because it's not necessarily even considered to be a medical condition in some circles. So it would be good to find out more information about it if you think you or someone in your family might have it. It is genetic, by the way. It does tend to run in families. So if you have joint hypermobility, chances are either your mum or your dad also have it. So if you'd like more information, I've got some frequently asked questions on my website that provide quite a bit more information about joint hypermobility. Thanks very much for watching this video, and please share it with any family or friends that you think might find it interesting or relevant. Bye for now and have a great day.